pretty interesting. Donald Trump is no longer requiring Saudi Arabia to normalize ties with Israel as part of its nuclear talks, which is a pretty big deal considering how much of a sticking point that was for the United States previously. Pretty major concession by Washington. Under Joe Biden, these nuclear talks were part of a broader US-Saudi deal that was tied to normalization with Israel. Saudi Arabia has always stated it would not recognize Israel without a Palestinian state. Because of the United States' growing relationship with Saudi Arabia over the past years and Jared Kushner's interesting relationship with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, some were concerned Saudi Arabia would eventually crack and normalize ties with Israel without the recognition of a Palestinian state. Obviously, because of everything going on in Gaza, the geopolitical landscape has changed. Many neocons, however, are not happy with Trump's recent announcement. I'm sure you can guess who one of them is, Senator Lindsey Graham. Posted this on X yesterday. Let's take a look. I have been working on and supportive of normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel for years. This historic agreement would effectively end the Arab-Israeli conflict and allow the region to march toward the light and away from darkness, building on the historic Abraham Accords. However, I would like to make it crystal clear that I will never support a defense agreement with Saudi Arabia or other elements of a proposed deal that does not include normalizing the relationship with Israel as part of the package. Normalization between Saudi Arabia and Israel is an essential element. This dude is bankrolled by the Israel lobby through and through. I honestly think he's an Israeli agent at this point, so this isn't surprising. Now, the question is, why did Donald Trump delink normalization with Israel as part of the defense agreement with Saudi Arabia? Who knows? Some of you guys might have read the article recently that Trump cut ties with Netanyahu because of manipulation concerns. How much of that is true? How much of that has anything to do with this? We can't say for certain. Although Trump is staunchly pro-Israel, his personal relationship with Netanyahu has been shaky over the years, but who's to say that even influences his foreign policy decisions? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and shoot me a follow if you want to stay up to date on world news, geopolitics, and more.